Alright, welcome to one more edition of Boxing Al Garete. So, just got home from work, everyday grind, pretty much. Sitting here, finding my desk, got the blunt. Oh shit, turned off on me. Delicious. So let's get right to it. Alright, so bring you the latest news. Wilder did a interview with the Boxing Voice. Shout out to them. Really good interview. Had a lot to say. And I'm gonna be walking you guys through it here. I got the article here from pretty much my main source, 24/7 Boxing. Shout out to them. Don't always agree with their reporters and some of the stuff they put out, but for overall, when it comes to news, they're really on point when it comes to that shit. All right, so let's read here. So first statement he made that just draws your attention. States Wilder states that Fury can use super glue, cement glue, or even staples on that cut. But as soon as I pop him, I'm gonna get in that ass and I'm gonna open that cut up. He didn't say it like that, but you know what I mean. He basically said that the moment he hits him, it's a wrap. That cut's gonna open up, and like I've said in numbers of videos that I've done, as soon as Wilder lands and cuts him open, it's a wrap. They're gonna stop the fight. It's a different beast. So I'm gonna skip through all this stuff. I want to go straight to basically the what Wilder actually had to say. So let's start here. He goes on and says, "I'm looking for Ortiz, Fury, or Ruiz." In talking to the Boxing Voice, those are the three main fights he's focused on. That's how I want to go. I'm going back to back to back. Yeah, there's a rematch clause in that, but he's not going to exercise that after I whoop his ass a second time and knock him out again. So finally, some conclusion to the whole rematch clause. He's actually put it, Wilder for the first time is actually going on public and saying that there is a rematch clause. That's actually pretty cool to finally hear from his side, at least, because it's hard for me to believe anything that comes out of Tyson Fury's mouth, so I try to get it from other sources, and Bob Arum, that's no help either, so no. Anyways, he goes on to say, it's not even going to be in play. He don't even want to fight now. That's why he ran away from the rematch, said Wilder. Fury choosing not to fight him in an immediate rematch. He goes on and says, over time, people start seeing things, especially with his last performance. And I apologize about that. That is actually my dog trying to get out of his room. I got a pit bull, so, he could get a little feisty. So, hope bear with me with the noise. Says, you could tell this in his body movement and in his body structure. It wasn't the same, said Wilder, about Fury. Not looking like the same fighter he once was in recent fights against Otto Wallins last Saturday. I know he was trying to beat up on this guy. It's wearing him down, especially when Walden hit him with that left hook in the 12th. It was like it was that left hook that hurt him. When he hit him with that left hook, that was the game changer right there, said Wilder. And which I agree. I felt that when Walden hit him with that left hook in the 12th round, you saw you saw Fury hold it on, trying to recover, which he did, which we have to give him props for. He recovered very quickly. ended the round throwing punches. So we can't really knock him for that. So let's keep going here. All right. So he goes on to say he's very vulnerable, which we all know. When he gets hit on the chin, it's a wrap, said Wilder. Otto Wallen was doing a great job up to that point, especially when he cut him over the eye. I was telling, I thought he was going to get a stoppage. It looked like it was 3 inches wide and 2 inches deep. That's the worst cut besides the Vitaly Klitschko and Lennox Lewis fight. That was the worst cut I've seen in my life. I called Al and said they about to stop this fight. It was crazy. I was telling Al, this Otto Wallen, if this guy's smart and knows what he's doing, he got to irritate that cut even more. He got that cut that deep and wide open. You must attack. Look, I'm gonna stop right there real quick because Wallen's he was trying. He just wasn't trying. Like, he wasn't using his head. He wasn't being smart about what he was doing. He wasn't throwing no uppercuts when Wilder was just walking in there at first, putting his head on his chest, basically. I was screaming for that uppercut, screaming for it. You can ask wifey, no, I'm just playing. But the fucked up thing was that he never threw it. I think threw it maybe once and caught him. And I thought after he threw it that one time, he was gonna keep throwing it and throwing it. That wasn't the case. So. But what made me think, and where I'm getting at is, what made me think that he was trying was, I don't know if you guys saw, I think it was in the 7th round, 8th round, I can't really remember. But when the end of the round or whatever, when the referee was separating them, that Wallace got grabbed, Fury's went for the cut and just raised that shit. Man, he almost risked, getting disqualified. You know what I'm saying? That's how the man was trying. It's like that, how they say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So dude was trying, but he was just not using his head, or he was not getting the right. Maybe, I don't know, because they were focusing more on Fury's corner, so they didn't really go too much into Wallen's corner, so I couldn't really hear what they're saying. But maybe he was just not getting the right advice from his corner. Or it could be the case where he wasn't listening to his corner. But let's go on with Wilder here. So he started doing a lot of things, and you could tell his trainer had some old school tactics. He came out with a certain mindset to go in there after the cut. So he was doing a lot of stuff. He was putting him in a headlock, and he was putting sweat on him. He was rubbing his head on him. At one point, he tried to grab his eye. Look, he's saying exactly what I was just telling you guys. At one point, he tried to grab his eye socket and snatch that motherfucker out. I like that part. But when he hit him with that left hook, he hurt him. Fury's whole momentum changed. It was the point where Fury was trying to shake himself out of there. But Otto Wallen wasn't experienced enough to stand and recognize what he did. If he did, he would have got him out of there before. I don't know. I kind of agree with that assessment overall. But who knows? I think he realized he hurt him. I think he was just dead tired. So, when you've been in with a person before, you see a lot of things, said Wilder. I can't wait. I hope they heal well. I hope they heal well, and I can't wait to see Mr. Fury. That's not my problem if he's ready or not. He signed the contract. That's his problem. He better get ready, no matter what he does. When he fights me, it's on. It's going to open right back up. He's talking about the cut. I'm going to pop it right back open. He can get plastic surgery, duct tape, staples, super glue it, hot glue it, cement glue it. Shit, he can do whatever he wants. He can get some of that flex glue. Ain't even going to matter. He went in. I would do that, but we're not going to beg nobody to do nothing, said Wilder about him wanting Fury to step aside. So, man, I highly advise you guys to go check out this interview, or at least or listen to it, whatever you can guys do. And it's very entertaining. Wilder in his interviews is pretty entertaining. He did an interview not too long ago with 78 Sports. and that was a great interview. Shout out to him and the whole LDVC community. And yeah, but let's see what else he had to say. Let's get to the important part, because they do mention that. Oh yeah, talking about the announcement. So they've been saying, I reported also in another video that they were going to be announcing the Wilder fight this month. So I didn't think of saying anything at that moment, but basically he confirmed what I was thinking, and he said that most likely the fight will be announced for the Errol Spence Jr. and Sean Porter pay-per-view fight. He says, they want a big platform for it, and what better than a pay-per-view platform. So let's see what else he says. Well, he says, these things take time. I know fans want to rush, but they'll come, so things can take place in a timely manner when we want them to. I'm looking forward to Ortiz too. I'm looking forward to getting some steps closer to unifying the heavyweight division. After Ortiz, it will be Fury, and after Fury, it will be Andy. I'm going to go ahead and call it. I think Reese is going to beat Anthony, and when he do, it will be me and him," said Wilder. So hopefully Wilder's right, because I personally got also Reese winning this fight. I hope that it's not just me hoping that he wins this fight, but I've been studying the fight pretty well, and I don't know. I don't think it's like Oscar was saying also in an interview he was giving out, that I don't think he's gonna fix nothing. Like he's been making these mistakes from before, and we've been seeing these things, so it's nothing new. It's just there was finally the opponent who just stood up to him basically. So I got Reese winning the rematch. Also, because like I said, I want him to win, because I know if he wins, PBC, all the belts will be in PBC, and then we can finally have that unification with the heavyweights. So, but that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in to one more edition of Boxing Argarete. Please subscribe, hit the hog smash that like button, and like I said again, subscribe to the channel, hit the notify bell, get all the notifications when I put out new videos, and you guys have a blessed day. Peace.